with Edge and Christian, or Adam and Christian, what do you do as a booker? Let's say you're the booker. How do you, do you go with those two straight away? Do you team them up for a bit? Do you feud them? Or do you just keep them completely separate and do their own thing and then come back at a later date?
No, I don't keep them separate. I would keep Christian on the periphery. You like that word?
Mm.
The periphery of the angle. He's there, but he could jump in at any time, but he doesn't. So you keep teasing that and teasing that and teasing that, and sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not. And then as you go, you have to, and that's the beauty of being an experienced booker. You interject him when you might need him, but he could be interjected at any time. So in an angle like that, you can't put the wagon in front of the horse. You can really just, because then you can't go back. Never do too much that you can't back it up and come back to where you were. But we'll see what they do. I'd rather them take their time with this and just throw it to you right off the bat, because I think that hurts both of them. I mean, who wants to see Moxley and Adam Copeland, because they've done nothing? You got to do something first. So let's see what they do.
Now, you alluded, I nearly said alleged, you alluded to it beforehand, Christian and Adam. This is going to take a while for me to get used to.
Yep.
Adam and Christian are in the ring, and Adam says, hey, I, attacked you or attack your friends because, you're about to do the concerto on the icon Sting, and, hey, you went to the barber's with a picture of Sting and you wanted his haircut for some reason. I think he still had the rat tail at that time. So, and then, Edge wanted, Adam wanted Lex Luger's haircut, and they both went to the barber's together with their pictures. Explain the whole thing, a bit of background, Uncle Jay, all that kind of thing. And then Adam says to Christian, let's team up, and then they hug. And then Christian grabs the mic and just goes, F you, Adam, and then walks off.
That was actually good.
Yeah.
Because you think they've made up. But see, Christian never said they made up. He just hugged the guy. So, and then I was in the F you, and he walks off, and that surprised everybody. But now it's left everything open. See, if they all join up together now, they don't have any opponents. They have to create opponents. See, Christian and Adam Copeland, I'm going to have to get used to it too. Now, they worked kind of together when they hugged, and then when he pulled back and said, F you, now they're apart. And I think the people like that. I liked it because now I got a story to follow. And let's see how they follow it.
Do you know what's good booking there? Is that they didn't hit each other or attack each other. Like, why do you need to? Like, I think in
why do you need that? You don't need that. Now you're one step ahead of where you need to be. So if they never touch, and Christian can always come back and say, I never did this or did that to you. When he had the chance, he didn't do it. So again, that's why people watch wrestling, to see what's going to happen. So if I came on here and said, yeah, this is what they're going to do, well, hell, they're not going to do that. I may have my idea of how I'd book it, but yet that doesn't mean that I can't sit back and watch it and enjoy it just like regular fans do. But let's don't rush anything, because you burn up, you burn your angle up. You'll melt it down right at the core, and then there's nothing to go to. You agree?
Yeah, absolutely. And do you know what I like about Christian especially? Is that he's just, on camera with his characters, whenever he's a bad guy, he plays a turd so well. He's just a turd of a human being, but he's one of the few people who isn't afraid to fully invest in trying to get the fans to genuinely have animosity with him. Like when he was doing the whole Jungle Boy, your dad's dead kind of thing constantly. It's like I think very few people would have the balls to do it and like fully invest in.
Who is Jungle Dad's
Luke Perry.
Luke Perry.
90210 fame.
And he's the one that's had all the drug problems lately.
No, he's who?
Who's Luke Perry?
Luke Perry died a few years ago.
But did he have a bunch of drug problems before he died?
I don't think so. I mean,
how's that?
Let me just check. No, I've just checked. I think his character on 90210 had drug problems, but Luke's fine.
Okay. Then I'm confusing him with someone else. But anyway.
Booking with Christian. You were in TNA with him for quite a few years.
Yeah.
Any stories with, I don't know, just any booking stories with Christian, I suppose?
Well, he had a lot of ideas. I let Vince handle that. So he went to all his booking. He either went to Vince or Jeff, I guess. And I remember he was there and he was there was some issue with him. Well, not a big issue, but I hadn't dealt with him that much. So I don't even know why I was brought in on his issue, because they're going to do what they're going to do anyway. So, but how long was he in TNA?
He was in there quite a few years, and I can't give you the exact, I don't know, 2004 to 2008, maybe. That's a total guess on my part, but I mean, I think in a way he sort of, his greatest level of success in a way was NWA, because he was considered a main eventer, and he was main eventing. He held the belts, and people took him more seriously. And maybe that's the kind of thing he had to do, was to get away from the WWE system, who only had him as a mid-carder for his entire run.
But didn't he go back to WWE later, or no?
He did. And his last feud, I think, or one of his last feuds before he ended up, like Adam Copeland, sort of getting forcibly retired because of neck issues or injury issues, was for the world title with Randy Orton. So, once again, what's the old saying? You need to go away and learn a new hold, come back refreshed.
Yeah, go away and come back so we don't know you, and get yourself over again. I just made that up. I don't know if that's ever been said, but it could have been like. But most of the time I heard it was just go away. They'd always leave out the part of come back later. They just say go away, and then you can't hear them, and they go stay away.